Welcome to Tech Toolkit, Solutions for Modern Business. I'm your host, Mac Reynolds.
And I'm Alicia Chen. We're here every week to break down the tech that keeps your business running smoothly.
Quick disclaimer, folks. Mac and Alicia are fictional characters created for this podcast. Any resemblance to real maintenance managers with a passion for CMMS software is purely coincidental.
Though I'd like to think we're pretty believable, Mac.
I'd hope so after 87 episodes. Today, we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to my heart: computerized maintenance management systems, or CMMS for short.
And we're not just covering one system, we're doing a three-way showdown between some heavy hitters in the space: Fiix, Limble, and EZO CMMS.
If you're a maintenance manager, you know the daily struggle: chasing down work orders, digging through mountains of paperwork trying to find asset histories, and juggling parts requests, all while the clock is ticking on potential downtime.
And that downtime is expensive. We've seen studies showing that implementing the right CMMS can reduce unplanned downtime by up to 30%. One pharmaceutical company in India saw exactly those kinds of results when they moved from reactive to predictive maintenance.
Absolutely. About 30% of CMMS users report significant reductions in unexpected breakdowns. But with so many options out there, how do you pick the right one? That's what we're tackling today.
Let's start with a quick overview of each platform. Mac, you've implemented Fiix at several manufacturing plants, right?
I have. Fixx is definitely positioned as an enterprise-level solution. It's a cloud-based CMMS designed for asset-heavy operations. Think manufacturing, utilities, multi-site plants. It's got robust work order management, preventive maintenance scheduling, and really shines with its analytics and integration capabilities.
And what about Limble? I've heard a lot about their user experience.
Limble CMMS is all about simplicity and ease of use. It's targeted more towards small and medium businesses that want to get up and running quickly. Their mobile app gets a lot of praise, and they focused on making the core features, work orders, PM scheduling, asset tracking, really intuitive.
And rounding out our comparison is EZO CMMS. This one positions itself as a full-stack, scalable solution that can grow with your business. It offers everything from work order management to asset lifecycle tracking, preventive maintenance, inventory management, and reporting, all with strong mobile capabilities, including offline functionality.
What I find interesting is how each platform has carved out its own niche in the market. Let's break down some of the core features and see how they stack up against each other.
Let's start with work order management. That's the bread and butter of any CMMS.
In my experience, all three handle the basics well, but there are some key differences. Fiix offers really powerful workflows with configurable tasks, failure codes, and SOPs built right in. What's nice is that technicians can manage everything from the mobile app, even offline.
Limble takes a more streamlined approach, right? Their work orders are super easy to create and manage, with the ability to attach photos, videos, and checklists. Their mobile-first design makes it perfect for teams in the field.
Exactly. And then EZO takes more of a command center approach. They've got these request portals, including one for non-logged-in users, which is handy for facilities that serve the public, plus multi-stage approval workflows and vendor collaboration features. And like Fiix, they've got that offline capability that's crucial for technicians working in basements or remote sites.
I think this is a good time for our Tool Time segment, where we do a deep dive on a specific feature. Today, let's focus on the mobile experience, since that's make or break for so many maintenance teams.
Oh, I've got stories about that. I once implemented a system at a manufacturing plant. I won't name names, but the mobile experience was so clunky that the technicians flat out refused to use it. They went back to paper rather than deal with that app. It was a disaster.
Ouch. That highlights why this is so important. What's your take on how these three handle mobile?
So Fiix has a native mobile app with complete offline functionality. Technicians can view work orders, update them, add parts used, log time, pretty much everything they need to do in the field. And it all syncs up when they get back in range.
Limble is often praised for having the most intuitive mobile experience, right? Though I understand their offline capabilities vary by pricing tier.
That's right. And then EZO offers what they call web parity mobile, meaning you can do virtually everything on mobile that you can do on desktop. Plus offline capabilities for up to 20 assigned work orders. Once you're back online, everything syncs automatically.
I've seen maintenance teams working in everything from hospital basements to remote construction sites, and I can't stress enough how important that offline functionality is. If your technicians can't update work orders because they're in a dead zone, you're going to have incomplete data.
100%. Now, let's talk about preventive maintenance, which is where the real ROI of a CMMS comes from.
Before we dive deeper, so preventive maintenance, the holy grail of maintenance management. How do our contenders approach this?
Fiix supports scheduling by time, meter readings, or event triggers. What's impressive is their IIoT connectivity. They're designed to connect with industrial Internet of Things applications, which is a stepping stone toward truly predictive maintenance.
Limble focuses on making recurring preventive maintenance simple and effective, right? They support both time-based and meter-based triggers.
Right, and EZO offers time-based and meter-based scheduling too, with a visual planner that makes organizing tasks easier. They're also expanding into condition-based and IoT-powered triggers, which helps companies move beyond calendar-based scheduling.
Let's talk about asset management next. From a strategic perspective, this is where maintenance connects to the broader business goals.
Fiix provides a complete asset registry that's really designed for enterprise needs. You can track detailed histories, SOPs, failure codes, and then use their analytics to align your maintenance schedules with your most critical machines.
Limble keeps it more straightforward, with central asset profiles, QR and barcode support, maintenance history, and simple hierarchies. It's well-suited for SMBs that don't need complex asset structures.
And EZO takes more of a life cycle approach, from acquisition to disposal. They include financial tracking like depreciation and warranty alerts, plus asset hierarchies and health monitoring. So you're not just seeing the maintenance picture, but the overall value and performance of your assets.
That financial angle is important. In my consulting work, I often see a disconnect between maintenance teams and finance. Having depreciation and warranty tracking built in can help bridge that gap.
Absolutely. And speaking of financial considerations, let's touch on inventory management. Nothing kills productivity faster than not having the right parts when you need them.
How do these three handle parts and inventory?
Fiix has pretty advanced inventory features, especially when connected with ERP systems like NetSuite. It supports inventory syncing, usage tracking, and purchase order workflows, ideal for larger operations with complex supply chains.
Limble takes a simpler approach, right? You can link parts to assets and work orders, set low stock alerts.
Right. It's designed for SMBs that need straightforward parts management. Now, EZO, this is where I get excited. They've got a deeper parts catalog with vendor management, purchase order workflows, stock level thresholds, usage tracking, and forecasting. For companies managing multiple storerooms or locations, it's really powerful.
I can hear you getting all fired up about inventory management, Mac.
Hey, nothing ruins your day faster than a critical machine down because of a $2 part that nobody ordered. But let's move on to use cases. Which businesses are each of these platforms best suited for?
This is where the rubber meets the road. Based on everything we've covered, Fixx is clearly positioned for larger enterprises with complex needs, especially those looking to move into predictive maintenance and Industry 4.0 practices.
Absolutely. If you're running multiple sites with thousands of assets and you need deep integration with your ERP and industrial systems, Fiix is worth a look, though it comes with a steeper price tag and longer implementation time.
Limble, on the other hand, is perfect for SMBs that want to get up and running quickly. If ease of use and technician adoption are your top priorities and you don't need all the enterprise bells and whistles, Limble could be your best bet.
And EZO occupies an interesting middle ground. It's scalable enough for larger operations, but accessible enough for smaller teams. If you want a balance of features and usability, with room to grow, EZO makes a compelling case.
That reminds me of a listener question we got last week about choosing between features and usability. It's really about matching the tool to your specific needs and growth trajectory.
Speaking of which, let's talk pricing. Always a key consideration.
From what we've seen, Limble is typically the most affordable for small teams, with transparent pricing tiers published right on their website. Fiix tends to be the most expensive, reflecting its enterprise positioning.
And EZO falls in the middle, with tiered pricing that scales as your needs grow. But remember, folks, subscription cost is just one part of the equation. You also need to consider implementation time, training requirements, and potential integrations.
Exactly. A cheaper system that takes 6 months to implement and that your team hates using might end up costing you more in the long run than a pricier option that gets you up and running in weeks with high user adoption.
That's where ROI comes in. A good CMMS should pay for itself many times over through reduced downtime, extended asset life, and more efficient maintenance practices.
So, Mac, if our listeners are trying to decide between these 3 options, what's your bottom line recommendation?
If you're an enterprise with complex, multi-site operations and you're looking to move toward predictive maintenance, take a serious look at Fiix. The investment will likely pay off in the long term.
And if you're a small to mid-sized business that wants to get away from paper and spreadsheets without a huge learning curve, Limble is probably your best bet.
For those in the middle, maybe you're growing rapidly or you want more advanced features without the enterprise complexity, EZO offers that balance of depth and usability. Their offline mobile capabilities and full asset lifecycle approach are particularly strong selling points.
One final piece of advice. Always take advantage of demos and trials before committing. Get your technicians involved in the evaluation process because they're the ones who'll be using it every day.
And make sure you understand what kind of implementation support you'll get. The right guidance during setup can make all the difference in how successful your CMMS deployment will be.
Great advice, Mac. Next week, we'll be diving into integration platforms, the connective tissue that brings all your business systems together. You won't want to miss it.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you're using any of these CMMS platforms, we'd love to hear about your experience. Head over to our community forum, where maintenance professionals are sharing their insights.
And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter, where we share additional resources and tips that we can't fit into the show.
Until next time, keep your toolkit updated.